Cambodian ghost, hitchhiking ghost, abandoned schools, haunted tunnels, and Japanese ghost. These are the top 5 scariest ghost videos that will send shivers down your spine. The RC Fun TV2 ghost investigative team from Cambodia visits a haunted location by a riverbank. Because this spot has such a horrible history, the RC Fun TV team decides to leave offerings and prayers, and shortly after that, they capture something truly terrifying. They spot a man covered in mud sitting by the river, and as they try to get closer, he disappears into the riverbank, never to be seen again. What do you think? Real or just a big hoax? While working the night shift, Jarek from Baguio, Philippines, gives a lift to a woman who needs help getting to a nearby city. What follows is an experience he will never forget.
Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah.
The cab door opens and closes, and Jarek says that a woman in a long purple and white outfit gets into the car and asks to be driven to the city's Scout Barrio neighborhood. Following a brief journey, he notices that there isn't a woman in his car as he glances in the rear view mirror. She's no longer there. Puzzled, he glances around the back seat in shocked astonishment. Jarek claims he was too exhausted to get a clear picture of the woman's face, but he is positive that she entered his car. What do you believe was going on here? Could it be that Jarek actually offered a ghost a lift? A man called Takun contacts paranormal investigator Kuro from the YouTube channel Black Story regarding a reportedly haunted abandoned tunnel. Local Ghost Stories says a woman died in a terrible accident within the tunnel. Kuro and Takun decide to explore the tunnel together. Takun waits in the car as Kuro investigates the tunnel in an attempt to find evidence of the paranormal. But oddly enough, Takun, who is alone in the car, has an extremely weird encounter instead.
来る途中にいいのがあったんで買ってきました。まあマスクと帽子やったら顔はわからん。まあマスクと帽子やったら顔はわからん。
There's a faint sound of a female voice that seems to murmur "kaeru," which is Japanese for return home.
まあマスクと帽子やったら顔はわからん。まあマスクと帽子やったら顔はわからん。まあマスクと帽子やったら顔はわからん。
Kuro, meantime, is by himself somewhere in the center of the tunnel and encounters something he simply cannot understand.
Do it.
Kuro claims he heard footsteps and a voice loud enough to make him bolt for the car. Kuro doesn't realize it, but he indeed captured something on camera that is truly terrifying. Here is the footage. Kuro, the investigator notices a pale face that appears to belong to a lady, but Kuro doesn't see or hear anything. Could this be the woman who passed away in the car accident? What do you think? Hiro and Tomo from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film go to look inside an abandoned school that's located in a remote area of Japan. In the school basement lies a room with an eerie long desk and chair. Previous guests are reported to have fled the residence in terror from this room because of its extreme haunting. As soon as Hiro and Tomo entered the building with their cameramen, they started to hear odd voices and noises.
絶対これちょっと待ってゾワッとしたぞやばやばあったんだてかちょっと変なこと言うけどさめっちゃ人いると思ったんだけどマジでうわ本当にね、ここに入った直後の異様な誰かいるような感覚はすごかったな。ちょっと待って、めっちゃブレる写真が撮れん。
Hiro uses his phone to snap a few pictures without giving it any thought. That is, until he returns to the car and goes through his pictures. What he discovers is quite unsettling.
もう一回見せてちょっと待って、ちょっと明るさを変える、ほら見えるでしょ。見えるこの黒い塊でしょこれこれ何あ、確かに座ってるね見えるよね見えるやばいね見えるよねさっき撮ったやつでしょそうほんと黒い物体だから、なんか人には見えないんだけどいやでもさちょうどそんな風に映るものもなかったないよだって前の写真がねさっきの写真これだもんね
Despite there being no one, a dark shadow can be seen seated at the desk. Hiro makes the decision to investigate what he actually recorded in his strange photo. Thus, he makes the decision to go back to the school and conduct his own solo investigation that he will soon regret.
さっきの机と椅子があった問題の部屋に行ってみよう。ちょっと待って、今人いたよな。ちょっと待って。ちょっと
A shadow figure can be seen standing inside one of the rooms. However, it vanishes before the investigator has a chance to blink. Then Hiro approaches and looks around, but no one is present. In complete shock, Hiro takes a deep breath and musters up the strength to finish the rest of the investigation. Just when he thought it couldn't get any worse, he was completely and utterly wrong.
何今の音
A pale face can be seen appearing underneath the desk, and with that, Hiro makes a run for it and calls it a night. A paranormal enthusiast over at Fourth Wall decided to do his own investigation at a house locals claim to be haunted. The man places a static camera in the room where a deceased family was found 20 years earlier, and what he captures on video chills him to his core. The garage door shakes loudly and unexplainably, but did you see it? There's somebody just standing at the room's entryway. When the investigator notices this menacing-looking individual in his footage, he simply leaves the area. Cut back to another visit for more proof of the house's paranormal evidence. Fourth Wall conducts yet another solo investigation that they will soon regret. An unclear voice of a woman can be heard. The cameraman feels a little alarmed and scans the area. Static night vision cameras are placed both inside and outside the garage, where the young kid was discovered 2 decades prior. After that, the man departs from the property to observe what transpires. He is astounded by what he saw when he later watches his tape. A pair of feet appears to be strolling past the garage and slowly approaches the chamber where the family's bodies were discovered. The same garage door is captured by the camera outside the building, but no one is visible. So is this actual footage of the paranormal? You decide.